Hey, feminine. Let's go ahead, jump right into this reading, my love. Let us see what the messages are that Spirit has here for you on today. Please do keep in mind, y'all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Thank you, thank you. All right, let us see, let us see. Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages? All right. For feminine, what do they need to know? All right. We have things move so fast and I didn't know how to trust my feelings for you. Okay, so that's what it was. That's what it is. Don't try to make it something else. All right. They had the feelings. They just couldn't trust them because everything moved so fast. Okay. It's the soul resonance. It scared them. All right. What does feminine need to know? I'm lost. I don't know what to do. All right. This person doesn't know what to do with these feelings that they're having. Okay. They never felt these emotions before. They may not typically be an emotional, lovey-dovey type of person. It's like you are opening this person up and they may not like it. They may be resisting the change. Okay. Let's see. Okay. It says, I think that you are better off without me. Yeah, they're resisting the change. All right. This person doesn't see themselves in a certain light. And when a person is in this space, it's very little that you could do other than just like keep being yourself, keep shining your light, keep giving love, you know, without expecting anything in return. But if you're like, oh, I just can't keep giving and getting nothing, then child, you may as well just go ahead and dip, because the person is not in a space where they're going to be able to know what to do with it or know what to do about it. Okay. Let us see. For feminine. Okay, it's like they want to, though. I'm feeling that very strong. They want to, they just don't know what to do about it, what to do with it. Okay. All right. So it says, I never want to see you again. You hurt me. Okay. And then karmic connection, moving from the patterns. All right. So again, if you're somebody that pulled away because you felt like you couldn't really be present, to keep giving and not getting anything that could have hurt them, and they're like, I don't want to see you. You know, I'm hurt right now. So operating from a hurt space, but I feel this energy again where they're like pushing through it. It's resistance, y'all. Okay, you know it's not easy being a twin soul. Karmic connection, moving from the patterns. Okay, so again, this is a pattern of theirs. It's not easy to break. All right, but they do want to do better. They want to be better, right? Because they want to have better in life. So it says, I know I was wrong by not talking to you. Would you be open to talking now? You see, I was hurt before and I was acting out from a hurt space. But I'm open to talking now if you are. Okay, let's see what's back here. We need to let each other go. All right, so this might be one of those conversations like, yeah, because I messed this up, I didn't know what to do, you know, like maybe too much damage has been done is where the both of you are at right now. I love you so much, but I keep running from you. I don't understand why I do this. Yeah, so much damage. They don't understand this connection. They don't get it. Okay, let's see. Ooh, Lord. All right, what is this? This one to be seen. Wanting. All right, so they do want you, though. All right, it says, I'm feeling this urge towards you. I can't help wanting you sexually. Your energy excites me and allures me. I want your touch. I am craving you. Your body turns me on. I just want you right now. Please come home, baby. Yeah, they all over the place. This person's like, I have these feelings. Everything's moving so fast. It's the soul resonance. I feel like I want to be physical with you, but I don't really know you like that. You know, it's a lot of different things going on. Now, I'm not saying you have been physical, but they want to be, right? There's this strong urge, this strong desire. They don't feel good enough. They have these karmic patterns. It's a lot going on. Okay. And then they feel lost right now too. It's like, okay, I don't know what to do. Okay. So let us see. We have spark and twin flame signs. That's how you know when it feels like this. Yeah, that's your twin, buddy. Might be your twin. Okay. So it says, my love for you is written in the stars. 1 second. All right, as we were. So yes, that's how you know it's a twin flame relationship. Okay, the relationship is a little all over the place. You know, you're like, what's going on? Yes, signs. You're getting signs left and right. Okay, there's another deck that I just got, and it's something about mixed signals. Okay, where one moment it's like, it seems like we're almost getting there. Then the next thing you know, it's like, nope, not quite. Then the next thing you know, it's like, yeah, maybe we can do this. The next thing you know, I'm not so sure. Okay, the twin flame relationship can sometimes feel like that, and you may not want to do it. Okay, that's just the reality of it. You may not want to do it because of that. All right, so let's see. It says, my love for you is written in the stars. We have this spark between us, which is undeniable and visible to everyone around us. You are this miracle that dropped into my life and lit me from within. Look up at the stars tonight and know that I am under the same sky thinking about you. We are destined to be together for many lifetimes. We don't need to rush this love. Our love is eternal. You see, so in the event that you don't come together this lifetime, you know, that doesn't mean it's not your twin. You understand what I'm saying? I think you're better off without me. I never want to see you again. You hurt me. Yes, those things may hurt to hear, to know, to see, to feel, to say. But if that's how you feel, you have to honor and be true to your feelings, you know? I just feel this person was more so trying to fight something off. Again, resisting something as opposed to embracing it. And the second you say, all right, cool, I'm fine, I don't want this, you know, I accept that you don't want this, that's when the shift happens, okay? Something like that. So it says, look for the signs for our connection. As your twin flame, I mirror what you're going through. Notice how we are very similar and share the same vision. This is a connection between us that can't be denied. We have to work on ourselves in order to be together. Exactly. Look out for signs of my love. It is me sending them to you. In order for twins to come together, they have to work on themselves. So for this to come out right underneath, I think that you are better off without me. Like I said, this was at a point in time where the person was stuck in that karmic loop and felt like I would not be breaking free from it. So it would be best for you to go on about your business. You know, they may not have said that out of their mouth. For some of them, they could have. Maybe not in those words, but that's how it was received. Okay, that's how it was interpreted. That's how you took it. That's how it was meant. Okay, so let's continue. You know, them saying, I think that you are better off without me, could have been them. You being, you know, the reflection saying, well, then I never want to see you again. You hurt me. Okay. But you not wanting to see them again is like, hold fast. I ain't say nothing about not seeing you again. Okay, so just take it however it applies to you. Message of love. All right, it says, I'm thinking about you, my love, even though you think I am not. Some of you really probably don't. All right, you're like, they don't think about me, child, please. Yes, they do. It says, I miss you every day and night. I am curious to know what you have been doing. How have your days been going by without me? Sometimes I wonder, do you even think of me? I'm feeling the urge to reach out to you, my love, and I will. I promise. Okay, so if you get this phone call after expecting to never hear from this person again, do not be surprised because you just heard Blue say it. All right, they're going to be reaching out. Yeah, unspoken. It's too many things that they have not said. And just off the last reading we put out tonight alone, it says everything. You know, now this may come out tonight. This may come out in the morning. Who knows, right? But whenever it comes out, because the readings are timeless, right? It doesn't matter. Whenever you see it is when you're meant to see it. It's no time, you know, on it or whatever for that reason. That's just what it is. You know, this person has things they have to say. It's what they feel. I have to say it. I'm just sitting around daydreaming and fantasizing. You know, these things just can't stay in my head. So it says there's so much yet to be spoken. There's so much I want to say to you, but I find it difficult to put my feelings into words. Just know that you are very important to me, even though, I'm going to pause right there. Some of you may not have felt that way, right? The depth of my love for you is beyond words. There are so many unspoken things between us, which I will soon reveal to you. All right, so let's see. Let's see. The person was resisting change. They felt this spark. They felt like they wanted you a little bit more than they were comfortable with. Could have been a karmic relationship. This person here has on a wedding band, okay? Could have been a karmic contract that they were in, y'all. You know? If you're a twin, only if you are a twin do you understand the things that twins go through. You understand? All right, we have weight. Okay. It says, I haven't wanted to admit to myself how I really feel for you. It means stepping out of my comfort zone. It's time. I know it's taken me a while. I do know what you need, and I want to do this right. Please wait for me. I will do things right between us or make things right between us when I come forward to you, okay? So their intention when they come forward is to make things right. But first, move from the karmic patterns. Can't keep doing the same thing. All right. Yeah. So karmic connection. They definitely had karmic partner somewhere. Okay. Afraid of showing you who they really are, even though a lot of you were able to see through the mask anyway. It says, when you are not with me, I feel afraid. I'm afraid to let you down once you get to know me. I don't want to disappoint you, so I'm avoiding you. There you go. They were an avoidant. Okay. How many times have we brought that up? So sometimes narcissism and avoidance can be misconstrued, mixed up. Okay. But they're not the same thing. They have a lot of similarities, but they're not the same thing. So when you feel like you're putting a lot in and the other one isn't, it's like, okay, well, this is a problem. But see, when you shift from anxious to secure, that really does something, okay? That's what I'm picking up here. You shifted from anxious to secure. And some of you were never even on it like that anyway. You were just open to them. So they could have mistook your openness, your vulnerability to them and with them as you being anxious, you know, or something like that. But it says, I have to overcome this for myself before I come forward. You know, like they want to be ready when they come to you. Okay, yeah, the insecurities. Let me overcome my insecurities. Okay, so they could be working on self-love right now. I am hearing certain tones in my head. So I feel like this person is like listening to certain self-love affirmations or meditation or something like that is what this person is working on right now. Yeah, we have love in mind. Okay, so they love you. They feel like you're theirs, but in order to feel good enough for you, remember up here, I think you're better off without me, all that other good jazz. You know, it's hard to convince someone that they're good enough for you if they don't believe it. You know, you have to believe in you, right? So it says, I want to make love to you. This person is frisky, okay? Which you have never experienced before. I want intimacy in every way possible with you. I just want us to know each other like no one else before us has ever known. Ooh. Your touch, your voice really heals me. Person loves your touch. Okay, healing hands. All right, they love your voice. It's very soothing. Okay, they might like to fall asleep to your voice or something like that. Okay, says, I want to take the honoring path towards you. So I'm taking responsibility for my situation first. All right, I'm coming forward to tell you how I feel. I know I have what it takes to make you mine. I am ready for our new beginning. You see, so this is what's to come, right? Because the love is there. Initially, I resisted it. I ran from it. I wasn't ready. There was this push and pull type of situation going on between the two of you. Nevertheless, you're still getting signs everywhere. So you know it's only a matter of time before it comes together. That's just how it goes. So as long as you continue to believe, you have the faith, all is going to come together the way that it's meant to, right? Like you already know that. Or especially if you're the more spiritually ascended twin. Okay, you already know that, but I did pick up on something about a small group of you, a small portion of you being like, yeah, no, I can't do this, you know, because it's too much. It's too painful. You know, you keep opening yourself up to this person only for them to do the same thing all the time. It's because the closer they get to you, the more they realize, oh, this is really who and how you are. So then they feel like you're too good for them. And then, you know, the whole trying to convince them thing is like very tiring. All right, you shouldn't have to convince someone. It's like, do you love me or not? Shit, ain't got time. Okay. All right. But they feel like they do love you. They feel like you are theirs. They feel like your love is theirs. Okay, so take it all the ways that you need to take it. All right. You're theirs. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Spirit. We have some of you were afraid that if you were to let this person back in, that it was just like nothing would change, okay? Because the Page of Pentacles in reverse is somebody not really giving too much, not really doing too much, okay? If they do, it's really, 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 really small. Maybe not that often, you know? And then the Knight of Cups in reverse, okay? Somebody says they're going to do something, but are they really going to do it? So with the Magician here, it's like you want to manifest something. You want to bring something into fruition. But how are you going to bring something into fruition if you're not putting in the energy and the effort that goes with it? Faith without works is dead. Okay, so if you're just going to sit around and talk about what you want to do, how you know, want to feel, all that stuff, that's nice. But unless you're actually going to put the action behind it, they're just empty words. It's just talking. It's just an idea. It's just conversation. You know, that's where you're coming from. So let's see, like you want this person to be intentional with their energy, be intentional with what they want. So we have the World. And the Empress. Yeah, the Empress. You're not playing. Okay, you like, listen, I've evolved. I'm mature. I know who I am. Like, you're confident in yourself. You're secure in yourself. The world is something being complete, but it also represents a person feeling complete and feeling whole. This is my spiritual graduation card, and literally says graduation on here. And that's something that I will always say, like, from way back in the days. You know, this is a newer deck, I believe. They just made this recently. You know, so that's what I would always say. It's like a spiritual graduation. Then, you know, when a person is bare, it represents them being vulnerable. You know, if I'm coming to you with nothing on, that's me being as raw as I could be. Okay, so that's what I get here. They're also, it looks draped in blue. Let me see something real quick. Don't be mad at me, y'all. Yep, they're draped in blue. All right, so with them being draped in that blue, it's like blue being the throat chakra being authenticity. So you live in your truth, you speak your truth. All that, you know, wanting to hide the love and resist and pretend that we aren't who we say we are, no. All right, also the Empress is birthing something, right? Always birthing something. So birthing a new version of self, again, back to evolving. If I'm constantly changing, constantly moving, constantly growing, the lack of interest that's being shown is not going to be enough to keep this Empress in place. You know what I'm saying? Or keep you around, so to say. So that's probably why they're like, oh, you know, I think you're better off without me and all this other stuff. You know, Ten of Swords, constant disappointment, constant disappointment. That's how you feel. You know, person says something and they don't follow through. All right, we got the Six of Cups here. Yeah, so this is your memory of them, okay? You know, they have memories of you and the memories are good, but the memories you have of them are like, yeah, you always say one thing and do something else, okay? You say this is what it is, but it's really not, or something like that. Ciao. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups. This is a spiritual connection between you and this person. You know that. It's twin, okay? Ace of Pentacles is my engagement ring, but think of like if the Ace of Cups is the Holy Spirit and the Ace of Pentacle being physical, this is like bringing something from the spiritual into the physical. That is what the Magician is all about. So I feel like for us to start with the Magician and then end up with those two, it's like saying, yes, there is a sacred spiritual connection between the two of you. And we already know the only way that we could bring this into fruition, let's go back to that world. The only way they could get to this Empress is if they were to move from those karmic patterns. That's it. Karmic patterns could have been something that's been existing since childhood. With the Six of Cups here, they could have been looking at relationships the wrong way with the Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Knight of Cups in reverse. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, let us see. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so we have the Eight of Cups, the Ten of Swords. Yep. Okay, you said absolutely not. You know, it's hard to allow someone another chance when all they've shown you is Ten of Swords. You know, disappointment, I don't really appreciate this, things like that. You might feel like you just running into a brick wall with the situation. No matter what you've said, no matter what you've done, you feel like nothing's changed. Whoa, these cards are jumping out. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords. You're coming from a place of wisdom. You're like, my head must go over my heart. It doesn't mean I don't love you. It's just, you know, if I must be honest, I haven't seen anything from you that says, yes, this is what I should be doing. You know, you're not making a decision that's like, yeah, because you're my twin flame, I'm going to just let you in. No, I'm making an unbiased decision. I'm going solely based on fact. What's right and what's wrong. Have I been treated right or have I been wronged? Okay, so we have the Four of Wands here. They want to come into union with you though. Okay, but again, saying what you want and fantasizing about something and all that other stuff, that's one thing, you know, but actually putting yourself in the game or putting yourself in the mix or actually going after what you want, something else. We have the Two of Cups. Okay, so yeah. Earlier I did a reading, I believe it was earlier today, something about different values, or it could have been last night. Don't quote me. Nevertheless, person said, you know, hey, we have different values, but do you? Okay, because the Two of Cups is about shared values. mutual interest, mutual respect. So again, it was the resisting something. Resisting what? Taking the mask off? Either way it goes, when you're coming from a Queen of Swords place, it's just no nonsense. You speak truth, you live truth. Again, authenticity. Living your truth, that's it. So, you know, say it's either a person is on that type of time or they're not. Let's us see. Moving with integrity. All right, we have the Two of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. So it's like they've made their mind up here, because the Two of Wands is making plans, making a decision to come towards something. Do I want this? Do I want that? Which one? Which one? Do I want to go this way? Do I want to go that way? All right, Three of Pentacles about devotion, teamwork. Okay, so I want to build something, but where? Because I feel like this person is, again, moving slow because of that. You know, karmic situation is here. Bondage, devil. That's exactly what that is. Having to do some shadow healing. You know, it's like being tied to their shadow. Seriously. All right, so whether, and then the moon confirms that. Yeah, tied to their shadow. So, the Four of Wands. Oh my gosh. It's like the Eight of Cups. You walk away, but they still want Four of Wands. It just keeps coming out. Three of Cups is reunion. All right, so it's the homie, lover, friend energy. They want to be like, yeah, you're better off without me. Look at shadow, 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 right? That's how I read these cards. All the gray ones to me are like the shadow. The red is the passion, the fire, stepping into the light, embracing that ether, right? You know, becoming one with it, basically. This person does not want you to walk away, but I'm not sure if they're ready to do their shadow healing either, you know? They're afraid. We got the Five of Wands. It's flipping itself. It tried to flip itself into reverse, but it ended up going sideways. It wanted to flip itself this way, though. So it's like they don't want to fight. They don't want to argue. They don't want to bump heads. None of the conflict that's been going on. They desire peace with you. They desire to overcome the obstacles and the challenges. So they, yeah, the lovers, all right? They desire that with you, all right? But again, only if you're a true twin can you understand what I'm saying. To somebody else, this might sound like mumbo jumbo BS. You know, I understand that. I understand that. Oh, we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. You see, so materialism, where you have gotten to this place where you're like, okay, I built up luxury. This person, it was like materialism. So they have to choose between, again, karmic or divine energy. Karmic energy is materialism. Divine energy is luxury. You see what I'm saying? So, they have to reclaim their sense of abundance from the inside out. You're already in this energy of abundance. You're the Empress. Divine feminine energy brings an abundance of creativity, fertility, and prosperity. You're already abundant. All right. Then you're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. You're already abundant. So again, they have to make that decision. Again, karmic energy, divine energy. Karmic energy is more like Four of Pentacles, you know, things like that. You know, step into this authority of divine masculine. Okay, that's you. So divine masculine protects and provides. He embodies wisdom, order, and service to others. All right. But again, they have to see themselves that way. If you're afraid and you're insecure, you may not think that you're this emperor. You may not think that you have this authority. So it's not necessarily that they were running away from you. They're running away from their position of authority. They may not think that they're deserving of it, worthy of it, something. Again, you can't convince a person, like, you already know who you are. You can't convince them like, yeah, you this emperor. You don't remember your throne? You know, like they have to, you know, want to embrace that. So see, the Hangman is here being stuck in a certain situation, possibly feeling like you're on timeout a little bit, you know, spiritual timeout, getting a little whooping from the divine, but it's because you need to see something different. Yeah, judgment. It's a wake-up call. It's reality check. I'm trying to grab your attention and show you something. Ace of Swords. You know, I'm trying to show you the truth, all right? I'm trying to break you free, set you free from the bondage. All right, we pray to Spirit to set us free from the things that hold us back. And then when Spirit attempts to do that, we stand in our own way again. So this is one of those things. That's what I'm getting. It says expect a breakthrough in thought, justice, or communication as truths are revealed. All right, someone's going through their awakening. Exactly. So much emphasis here on that, y'all. So much emphasis. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Someone wants to invest more energy in after having felt like they weren't good enough. Now they want to collaborate. You know, I would rather be in the energy of luxury than in the energy of materialism. I don't know about y'all, but the two are different. Okay? Only wisdom knows the difference, I suppose. Okay, so let's see. All right. We have mutual respect. What I said. Exactly. So I don't know what the misunderstanding has been, but the two of you have mutual respect here. Okay. If anything has gone left, I promise you it's because of karmic influence. It is not because of y'all. It's something going on with shadow, karmic, things like that. Okay. So it says, ensure mutual respect by valuing each other's opinions and boundaries. Communicate openly about your needs and respect each other's individuality and space. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. That's why I said love is freedom. Okay. Enduring patience. Cultivate patience by allowing each other to grow at your own pace. Ashe. Oh, excuse me. That was confirmation. Be supportive during challenging times and remember that love flourishes with time and understanding. Oh, okay. Keep the romance alive by expressing love passionately. Write love letters, plan surprise dates, and never stop courting each other. I know that's right. Ain't nothing sweeter than a little love note. You know what I'm saying? That's so sweet. Then we have sacred union. Exactly. That's what this is, or what it's meant to be, right? But it says, honor your sacred union by committing to spiritual growth together. Meditate, pray, or practice yoga as a couple to deepen your spiritual connection. Absolutely. All the above. If you ain't doing it, are you doing it right? All right. So yeah, stay connected to each other in those ways. All right. And then the underlying energy is vibrant connection. Keep your connection vibrant by exploring new experiences together, travel, take up a new hobby, or simply enjoy a spontaneous adventure to keep the excitement alive. All right. So in the event that you were to allow that to happen, you know, allow everything to come together once the person does go through their awakening, set themselves free from living in materialism and bondage and all that consumerism, then yeah, you know, this would be a beautiful thing. A very vibrant, sacred connection, something that can endure and get through anything. It's gonna be very passionate. You know, it's a lot going on up in here. All right, but let me get another deck right quick because I think this is gonna be the last one for the day. So let me see right quick. Okay, my loves, let us see. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for feminine. Ooh, what do they need to know? If this was your reading, you enjoyed it, you feel like it helped you on your twin flame journey, leave me a blue heart in the comments, y'all. Messages for feminine. What do they need to know? Oh, it's a lot. Trying to come out from this one. We have Destiny's Dance. Precisely. Okay. It says, weave your destiny with the thread of your choices and soul's purpose. All right. Destiny's Dance. When something is destined, okay, it's going to happen regardless of what goes on in the middle, in between. It's a dance, okay? Movement is happening here. So that tells you something. All right. We have Cosmic Cycle. It says, understand the cycle. Understand the cyclic nature of existence. It gives perspective to your experiences. Okay. Remember we talked about that hangman energy, looking at something from a different point of view, moving from the karmic patterns. We have breaking the habit. Do you see? All right. It says, choose who you want to be. Break free from past habits and beliefs. I cannot make it up. It all goes together. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for feminine. Oh, all right. Seat of the soul. It says, stay connected to your inner energy. It's the real source of your life. Exactly. Stay connected to your inner energy. It's the real source of your life. Ashe. Okay. And then we also have the underlying energy here of universal love. It says, tap into the universal love that exists within and around you. It don't matter what deck blue use, y'all. All the most beautiful cards are going to find me. The love is going to find me. Ashe. It's going to find us over here. Okay. Universal love. All right, you are tapped in. Your person is tapping in. All right, this is your true twin soul. You just want what's good for them, what's good for you, whether y'all together or not. All right, you know, it's a sacred union. It's so much deeper than, oh, let's just be together. You know, if y'all get together, great. If y'all don't, you know, hey, maybe next lifetime. But it seems like that's a possibility here. All right, if you're open to it when they go through their awakening. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Spirit. Let me get one more good shuffle, y'all. I say one more, but let's see. Let's see, y'all. 3. I'm gonna do 3, y'all. I'm gonna do 3. All right, that was it right there, y'all. All right, let's see. What does feminine need to know? Whoa, we have misalignment. They weren't ready. Woo, hold on. They weren't ready. They may have realized that resistance. I can't make this up. I cannot right now. Not y'all seeing it live and direct how spirit be having me, because it blows my own mind sometimes. We have connections. I can't make this up. Okay? I mean, I could have, right? But that's boring, right? It probably wouldn't have went together this way. It probably wouldn't have, you know, flowed like this. But when it's a real true gift, it's going to flow like this. All right, they realized they were not in alignment with the things they were doing. Okay, that was the I think you are better off without me. Yeah, get out, get up out your head. Stop with the insecure nonsense. Okay, but you know you can't say that to them because that's not right. You know, you gotta just be graceful, let them take their time, trust that spirit guided, all that, right? But it says you may be moving in a direction that no longer reflects your highest truth. If the way forward feels foggy or forced, it may be time for a course correction. Remember that your highest path brings clarity, not resistance. And you see this? Resistance. Child, good night. So I'm telling you, it's like, look, you're resisting because it would take you out of your comfort zone, but you want to stay in that energy that you're no longer in alignment with. Meanwhile, the Ace of Swords is right here trying to break you free because there's a connection that you're in alignment with. And I'm going to tell y'all, I never read this card before, or none of these. These are new. Watch it go together. Watch this. I just know. Watch this. Be aware of subconscious resistance coming from deep within yourself. Are you resisting change through self-sabotage? I can't make this up. Now let's read this one. I bet you it'll go with it. I bet you. How much you want to bet? If it go with it, you got to drop me 3 hearts in the comments now. All right. So the underlining section says, your energy is aligning with others who walk in similar frequencies. Expect connections and encounters that feel expansive and mutually empowering. What we had said again? 3 hearts, right? Make sure I get my 3 hearts. Okay, you got me on them 3 hearts. All right, I just want to make sure that we understand that when it's legit, it's going to flow together like that. You understand what I'm saying? So this is legit. Y'all's energy is legit. I'm not talking about the gift. I'm not over here tooting my own horn. I'm talking about y'all's energy. Okay, so yes, this is how you know. This is twin. You're getting signs. It's a little messy. It's twin. Okay, this is not no karmic. This is not a false person. This is twin. All right, it's been a heck of a ride, but this is twin. Okay, so let's see. What does feminine need to know? Make sure I get my 3 hearts. Make them blue now. That's my favorite color. If you love me, you'll make it blue. We have 222, unity. All right, it says you are stepping into a season of unity where relationships are flourishing and mutual understanding is taking root. Expect reconciliations, shared purpose, and meaningful collaboration. I can't make it up. Okay, again with that mutual. So everything was moving so fast, but that's how it happens. When you come in contact with your twin, it's like zoom. So the only thing is, are you ready? You know, and they weren't. They weren't. That was the thing. We have caution. You are being asked to reconsider. Caution allows you to navigate with wisdom and avoid unnecessary risk. Move forward only if your soul feels fully at peace. Do you see, feminine? You're like, whoop. You see, you're not playing no type of games. Again, with that Queen of Swords, facts only. You know, faith without works is dead. If this is what you want, you have to show it. You have to prove it. The action has to match what it is that you're saying. Otherwise, you're just talking. I understand that this is love, but we are always going to be connected, whether we are together physically or not. So we don't have to play with minds, play with feelings, do all that extra karmic, nasty, shadowy stuff. We can just chill on all that. But the person still wants to come together with you, okay? And I'm gonna pick one more just because, you know, I feel like it. We have love. I cannot right now. So universal love and then love. It wanted to show itself. We have love and loss. It's better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. I take that as, again, this was truly love, you know, but you can't force somebody to do anything that they don't want to do, to be ready for anything that they're not ready for, to see themselves a certain type of way, to see you a certain type of way. You just can't. You see how it sounds? It's exhausting. Nobody's going to do that. Okay? Nobody with self-respect is doing that. So we have false light. Oh, Jesus. So they could have been resisting you because they didn't know if it was true or not. You know, they couldn't trust it. Things move so fast and I didn't know how to trust my feelings for you. Be discerning, for not everything that appears radiant is of true light. You see, there are energies that mimic the divine, seeking to lead you astray. That's very true. So we can't make it seem like masculine was coming from a nasty place. They didn't know. All right, underlying energy is temporary. The tension that you feel around a situation is only temporary. Rest assured that the energy will clear and you will be able to continue moving forward. All right, so maybe that's why Spirit wanted me to continue on, so you can see that wherever y'all are right now is a temporary misalignment. It's not something that's going to stay like that. They're realizing that whatever's going on with them ain't it. You know, again, got to move on from these patterns. I can't keep self-sabotaging, okay? So if this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget, if all that went together well for you, give me those 3 blue hearts, okay? If you're looking to book any personal readings with me, that information can be found in the description box beneath this video. We have 3 more weeks left to book any email readings. We have 3 new services. Go and check that out. Merchandise, all that in the description box. All right, so if this was your video or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, and if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. Peace and hair grease.